see where they want to try and continue the rest of this draft, because right now it does feel like OMG
fucking Mr. One Eye, what's his name?
Exceptional engage opportunities available to them, and it's coming down to the 5v5, and that's
damn
big ticking time bomb on the bot side. If that gets a kill in the early game, we could be seeing a very quick game number 4.
I was thinking about it. All these ADCs are taking off the board. Is LP really going to lock in Draven against Xayah? And I guess because of all the ADCs taken off the board, he really had no other choice other than the Draven. But
it's time to Twisted Fate.
Are you
no
really
meme, guys. It's time to pick Twisted Fate.
The enemy team when they have so much
I'll accept that too. Lisandra's also okay.
I have to wait and see. That Renata is looking pretty damn good.
Veigar
right
is
now.
pretty fucking crazy too.
Try and wait for the second rotation.
All right.
Look at everything that wants to go in.
This,
Top down a hostile takeover.
this 5 pick is a juicer.
To try and run into, but Scout very happy to take the
holy
Veigar
fuck, man.
This matchup of the Akali. A little bit of a kind of lane nerf as well, or lane. What was it? Kind of
Galio against Xayah, Renata, Kali. Galio's terrible here.
Definitely a lot of
I think LNG might be bringing it back here, guys. Veigar is monster here.
LNG, they've got their composition. They know how they want to play with this. They want to try and make sure this Draven gets the kill early and keeps ahead of this Xayah.
Yeah, we need Scout constantly roaming towards that bottom lane with Tarzan as well, while Zika just stays in a nice
if LNG reverse sweep, you know how rich our boy, what's his name, is gonna be?
For this Draven, but we've seen LB's Draven pop off in the past, so I'm not worried about that. But my question
not Forest. Forest is fucked, by the way. Forest is fucked. For today, you got
in the Veigar, so is Cream really
fucked.
going to be able to find those angles to shut down this Draven when you don't have a true frontline coming into this game for?
Have to wait.
Forest did minus 1.5 LNG.
LNG did win the last game,
so that's already gone.
Kind of give them an opportunity and maybe bringing this one back to a 3-2. OMG still just one Nexus explosion away from getting themselves a date with EDG into the double elimination. It's a top 4 bout that you're fighting for right now. Win and you're in, lose and you are falling out of the single elimination gauntlet of our bracket. It is all to play for here, and it all comes down to the double elim. Excuse me, the team fights before you can get to the double elim. You have to execute correctly. And OMG and LNG have delivered so far today. Terrifying to see that in the sky one day. I think we all would agree.
Wait, but you like anime people.
Guys,
what, you
guys, I just got the Raid Shadow Legends email for the first time.
Anime people in the sky.
Yeah.
You would be terrified. I don't care.
I got the Raid Shadow Legends email.
You will be terrified if that happens.
Ah, we made it.
Namiku just screaming at me from like 1,000 feet up or something like that. It's disturbing.
We made it.
People in the world would appreciate it, but
Yo, what if I do Raid Shadow Legends for my 48-hour stream?
Because I think OMG, their entire team composition is kind of hard.
What if I do it for the 48-hour stream? I say, yo.
Outside of the Vial, to me, you don't have clear CC to lock down the enemy team, where your only AoE is Kennen. I think PB God's ultimate, unless you're fighting in a choke, it's going to be very hard
when I'm sleeping,
but OMG, they realistically want the enemy
best 48 hours of your life.
Renata, so if OMG gets a little bit too disconnected because Shanti wants to consistently look for those flanks with Cream alongside the Akali, their team fights might be very messy.
Now you're going to see a bit of a move here. Neither AD carry wants to use her flash just yet. There's going to be the first one there. Second, third,
shit.
It's dead!
Not quite enough. He didn't have it with the
And that's why you pot up.
And that means we are going to have a 4-for-3 summoner trade.
Wow, he didn't have an axe.
Not coming out the better of it.
He just chugged a health pot, and that was really the difference between First Blood going into the Draven at 2 minutes, but he misses out on the entirety of that first wave, and that is exactly what LNG wants, because now Tarzan starting the top side, gonna move the jungler down and just focus down Abel before he even hits level 6.
Big win there. We'll have a look at the replay here and how close it really could have been, but Abel tries to dodge it out. I think at that stage, honestly, I would have preferred if he just flashed, just get it back, get away from it, get over the wall, and just stay in the lane.
I'm surprised that Hung didn't go glacial. I think if
he flashed, he didn't pick up the axe.
An overall winning play
4
for
HP.
LNG, but that 4 HP really did make the difference. Refillable pot and double pink wards for LNG.
Damn.
Force the Wukong bot ASAP.
Yeah, they really do. And honestly,
I think this is an LNG win, guys. Not gonna lie.
Summoner Spellbook here for Hung, so he's gonna be able to have the Ignite available to him potentially, maybe a Ghost or something like that. Hell, a TP mightn't even be the craziest thing in the world that we see. So lots for the opportunities. Yeah, lots of opportunities.
How are you ever going to outsmite a 50-50 Baron flip if LNG has triple smites?
Exactly.
Just give up. LNG, I mean, Hung, if you can't...
I think it's an LNG win, guys.
And he decides to go Spellbook.
I think it's an LNG win.
The Zai would have been dead here, but hopefully we do see the value out of this Spellbook on the Rakan later on into the game, as both junglers are making their way towards this bottom side. I think the Scuttle is going to go into the hands of Aki, as Wukong never wins the 1v1 here, but I want to see the junglers just 3v3ing in the bottom lane.
Reem will eat a little bit of the damage back, as he's kind of putting a lot of pressure down onto Scout. Scout will be just stacking up that AP as best he possibly can.
Aki is not giving any scuttles over.
You can't give it over. You know you're more powerful. You know you can get the kills off onto Tarzan, so why the hell not? You still have Smite as well, so this wouldn't even be a fair or a one-sided affair for Tarzan. He would have to try and get the Smite down as well as the fight, so definitely much safer to just leave that.
You have to call a bookie?
Yep, you got the buy. We're happy with
what
that.
fucking year are you in, mate?
For the moment, but I'll get you in the team fights. Don't you worry.
It's so weird to see Tarzan being the one that gets forced out of these situations, because he's the one always in the enemy team's space, but
no, they're even mid. Scout also started Sapphire Crystal. It's fine.
Again, one of our most aggressive junglers in the LPL. Sometimes it can do wonders for them, or sometimes it just throws the game straight away.
I believe that was a smite from Aki on the small minion. I'm not quite sure.
This is an LNG win, guys.
Could have been. As we see a TP coming in here from Zik. Love that we're seeing Shanji now.
Got the cannon.
Airy. Why would you go Airy over Comet?
This is something that has been banned against him for so much of this series because of just how impactful he can be on such a carry champ.
Yeah, this cannon currently sitting on 80% winner, I believe, 4 times, even picking up that extra win in the previous playoffs up against top esports.
What's that, guys?
So this cannon, it has been getting banned for very good reason.
Do you drink Listerine? I don't drink Listerine. You fucking gargle that shit, dude. Drink Listerine. You okay, mate?
Shadow Flame into Void Stuff, and he is popping the enemy ADC out of existence. Hopefully we get to see Kennen ahead, however, because I think when you're up against Veigar, Malphite, and Wukong, you are extremely vulnerable to dying, since Veigar can one-tap you.
Yeah, can one-tap you, but also can stop you as well with the Event Horizon. I think that's
gotta get that morning buzz.
As much as OMG have
I remember there was this YouTuber called Shoe Nice. Oh, this is where the area value comes in, guys. He gets to proc it multiple times because he's melee.
Very easy with the lightning rush for Shanji just to kind of back away. We'll be hitting level 6 just about.
This is a good time to ult the enemy laner, because you're going to have ults for Rift Heralds.
Jungler, the oncoming top laner from getting on top of them, so we'll see if that ends up kind of working in their favor. LNG trying to go for the dragon this time around. OMG saying, look, we've been getting the first dragon.
No items on both bot laners here. Oh, this is a cream dream zone. Yo, what is Hang doing? Hang!
So it's not really available there. Hung flashes over the
oh my goodness, Hang!
1v2ing and coming out with a kill. Not quite going down just yet. The bailout's not even needed. Yes,
oh, he got him. Ladies and gentlemen, he got him.
End up getting the kill
Scoot.
at the end of it all. Hung going back in over the wall. Flash
oh!
Not going to be in time. Flash from PP God, and OMG secure themselves another first Drake.
But how does
okay,
do it?
1-for-1, but it's a huge dragon. Huge dragon, guys.
Just finding
humongous
advantage. Although it was a 4v4, 2 people occupied by the Akali, even getting a solo kill as a trade-off, where Scout even had to flash forward just to get that extra auto in, also securing the first dragon. This fight was so
guys, I don't know how to piece together, like, we are going to game 5, and I have the voice of Yamato at 3.
Absolute insane Akali player where he just solos the ADC out of the fight. And without this Draven, I mean, Veigar in the early game, not too much damage, only can execute one person with Slipstream, but it is very, very insane that Akali can do that.
I mean, it took everything from Scout to secure the kill on the back end of that, so...
Why is this dragon so huge? It's just a really valuable dragon. Like 9% magic resistance, armor, it just gives you so much stats. Draven also died here. Like, Akali got to kill Draven, losing stacks. It's just really big for OMG.
I was doing the maths in my head. I was like, wait a minute. That doesn't equal,
Gonna
right?
kill Wukong. Wait. What happened to Wukong?
I mean, obviously something happened. I think there was a replay picture-in-picture that we
Who's your model will be live, yeah.
Here we go.
Oh,
we're gonna have a look at it. Yes, for Scuttle, he just goes in and kills him.
Nah, guys, if I'm doing voice of Imara, I'm doing full focus on that.
I mean, Tarzan wanted the Scuttle for the past 5 minutes, but OMG is not giving that over.
Okay. Sanji is just a goat.
Pull that off, but
we might have 3-1, guys.
We have LP giving away those Draven stacks, which is really bad for the side of LNG, as you want this Draven ahead. That is your win con, so hopefully Tarzan can make up for it. Although getting solo killed in his own jungle.
Yeah, went for a Scuttle that wasn't his.
Do we believe in the Veigar enough?
Was punished forward. Zika gonna be punched first
oh.
in the face. Does have flash.
Keeps Vi ult as well. There's a good chunk for Rift Herald.
Does have ult available to him.
OMG stone cold, man.
Small moments there. Aki just happy to let this wave kind of soak in. He's not really losing anything else around the map.
And he's sticking around as well after the flash.
So Zika's gonna be trying his very best.
But Zika should know. He has to know.
Makes his way up towards this top side, and
he has to know, guys.
Just gonna choose against going in for that fight.
Okay.
Does seem like a stale 2v2 so far in the top lane just for now, but both supports are making their way.
Wukong drops a very important thing here.
No, but he's on.
It does seem like LNG, they're gonna start it.
We're both are playing with full information.
If you have that ultimate available, you don't want to ever be contesting the cannon without your ultimates as well. Oh, run away, LNG, look away.
Yeah, LNG know they're not really strong enough to kind of take this. They are moving LP over, but I don't think it's going to be too little too late at this point in time. So OMG happy to kind of control this for the moment. Again, they're getting the kind of, the setup they want right now, as we do see LP trying to be aggressive here onto Abel. Feathers have been brought down, but gotta be a little bit scared here for the oh, I'm gonna see a move. Cream, oh my god, give him the blue suede shoes.
So
that was
clean.
gorgeous. That was gorgeous from Cream.
Cream is just constantly occupying at least 2 to 3 members from LNG, and this is Herald going over to OMG now. First Dragon, first Herald. We've seen this for the past 3 games. Every single time OMG getting all these
are in the zone, guys.
And LNG not trading anything. I think Tarzan could have gone bottom lane and at least burn an ultimate or even flash from the Xayah, and then you repeat gank it, because you can't just be doing nothing at the top side of LNG.
I don't see how this Draven's gonna carry this game. Like he didn't cash in.
A little bit on the bot side, like you mentioned.
He lost so many stacks on the death case.
Going over, a little bit of gold there to the Draven, who is stacking up towards his Immortal Shield Bow as quick as he possibly can. Drag it up in a minute's time. And like I said, the Rift Herald was taken here by Aki, so nothing else really to...
Draven has 151 stacks, guys. 151.
It's all been a bit slow. It does feel like OMG have a little bit of an edge, but all it takes is one Draven Q.
I'll move my camera like this so you guys see them.
Change the dynamic of this game. He gets himself ahead on the items. He knows how powerful he can be. We've seen Dravens take over games, but specifically in the LPL, we've also seen Dravens do literally nothing. They're always kind of waiting for that one big cash out, and it just never seems to come. I think Doggo is one of the more prolific AD carries to get hit by that. And poor Doggo. And we'll see. Setting themselves up pretty safely around this bottom side. I will say, you actually have a teleport advantage now for OMG. You've got Shanji on his teleport cooldown, where Zika's still waiting for his. So if you want to go for a bit of a kind of teleport flank in, you can do it.
Yeah, it does seem like both mid laners are just going to TP back into lane, but OMG bottom lane a little bit too overpushed here.
A little mercs
on Akali. Hovering because they expect a gank onto this lane. However, Tarzan's on the other side of the map, so they're most likely just...
Bro, this camera is only showing Aki's next best move. I like that.
Potentially trade a kill onto Shanty, who doesn't have flash for another 20 seconds.
I was going to say, I don't think it's going to be quick enough, as Shanji is not someone you want to be trying to dive in here, as much as it would work out. They do have the lightning rush being used. There's the
Alright, that's the lightning rush.
To clear out the way.
And
it's just a delaying of time. Shanji now recognizing he's probably in a bad situation.
We're trading Drake for this though. It's a big one again. Infernal is huge for this team. Like everyone's buying AD, everyone's buying stats. They have Xayah, Akali, Vi, and Kennen. Like everyone is buying AP and AD. Huge trick. This is...
He's still here.
He has the flash. Maybe he
big swing.
the ultimates from LNG.
Oh, he does flash one of them. He's trying to run away, but he's not going to be able to get it.
Easy peasy.
Zika will pick up that kill. It was just to gain the
This is
distance.
elimination,
Cream
yes.
coming up on the top side, though, as they are tanking up the turret quite a little bit. Zika very
Here comes
low.
Cream.
TP's going to have to be committed here by
Born to be wild,
as
Cream.
TP from the Rakan to try and cover their bases as both their top laner and the jungler are in dire straits. The
this is a
quickness
TP of
comes out.
Rakan with the spellbook.
The ultimates are good. Can they kill off Zika? Yes, they can. Double kill for Cream. He wants more. The exhaust comes out, means he won't be able to get it. But that is all OMG all the time.
He was about to get 3 if it wasn't for the exhaust hiding behind the TP, guys.
But how is OMG winning both sides of
Holy
the map?
moly.
2 dragons and now 2 kills going to the hands of Cream. He's
OMG about to smoke him.
Both ultimates from LNG use them to Shanty. A very
Cream with the good read at the top side.
from our little cannon, but you are so
And they also get the midwave, baby. And the plating.
Dragon, reset, and make her way top lane to get that double kill.
Yeah, it took them so long, and as well as that, the minion wave was dead, so they took like 2,000-3,000.
Why didn't they flash? Because they don't have.
Like Cream is just exceptional on this pick.
Cream has been everywhere on the map as we see Scout just trying his best to get
The Mercs actually really smurfed the situation. Because of the Mercs, they don't get the knock-up on the Rakan W.
LNG, they look so out of their element for this early game machine.
Exhaust was late because I don't think he had it. Literally, it was coming back off of cooldown from the Summoner Spellbook, and that's when he got it. So a little bit unfortunate. I believe that was a collateral technically on the execution of the perfect execution. Got both people in terms of the Wukong and the Malphite caught up in it. So really, really well done there by Cream, who's now 3-1, has the Proto Belt finished up for himself. And with early dragon stacking, OMG can use this early game. They can put themselves into such a strong position. And speaking of strong positions, Zika might not be in one himself. He does ult away. But if you're ulting away, that is a huge cooldown no longer available to you for a potential fight.
And we saw that this Malphite, Wukong, and Rakan, they excel at making those wombo combos happen in these 5v5s. Pearl spawning in 1 minute, so nothing too major
Malphite didn't have flash,
on
no?
the map just quite yet. But Zuka for the
They flashed to kill Cannon.
I think he's just only
Or am I crazy?
away. But to be fair, as long as you're not dying and not getting Shandy too many plates into his pockets, where it is now 14 minutes, should be fine. But I want to see Tarzan playing towards this.
He had flash? Okay, okay.
Do we forget that there's a
Then yeah,
Draven
he should
on the
flash.
bottom side who's sitting on 0 kills right now?
Allegedly, Cream is down here alongside Aki, but Aki was spotted out, so LNG immediately put the pedal to the metal and get themselves the hell out of that bot lane. It would have been a pretty bad place to be if they'd been caught out, but not to be. First island's being completed across the board. We do see Zika going towards the Abyssal Mask. I really like this adaptation we see from tank top laners, especially when you have the double AP of solo laners and the Kennen and the Akali. Just feel like you can kind of enable the rest of your team very, very nicely. This bot lane turret is looking likely to fall pretty damn soon, especially considering that like the only one who can really contest, quote unquote, with Cream is Scout.
Does seem like this 2-1 tower is going to go down as the bottom lane of Omi has already rotated towards that mid lane and getting the wards set down. I really like the one behind the Baron pit.
LNG can definitely contest here. It's gonna come down to if Draven can cash out or not. Like, Draven is sitting on a roll of G's, but they can use Herald to get the better position, and then maybe it gets dangerous.
They're just gonna give over the second Herald as well. LNG.
Malphite is also paper. Like, Malphite is literally paper here, right? Coming into this Drake fight, like Zaya and Vike and Murder him. He has very little armor.
Whatever, you know, a dragon for top lane or whatever. It just seems to be.
He's getting Abyssal, but he has TP. Sanji doesn't have TP. This is also something that could be an edge, but Sanji can also just push this next wave and then walk it down into bottom side.
Right now, because they know they haven't got control, they can just set themselves up anywhere on the map.
They can just get all tier 1 towers. Look at the top lane. It's so extremely low right now. LNG does have wards set up very deep.
Let's see if Scout can carry this game.
Which is going to be a little bit tough if they want to walk in and contest this one. But if they just go for the towers, I mean, more than happy to give over this third dragon to LNG.
Absolutely, that was.
Did you forget LNG? LNG doing the Tarzan miracle run?
Pocket, by the way. We'll see resets coming in. Shanji will not have his teleport available for this fight, at least not for another 40 seconds after it spawns. Does have the Sork shoes and picking up plenty of penetration here to try and burst out anybody that gets caught in his maelstrom. Rift Help being dropped mid.
At LP's Draven stacks because he can't die. Man has 0 kills at 17 minutes. We are begging that this Draven gets a singular kill so LNG gets their
Right.
ADC
This is the best fight LNG is going to get in this game, I think. OMG, they're matching the curve even though they have the advantage.
I mean, the big thing is, you know, we wanted to talk about the Draven.
Let's see how they use the Rift Herald. As I mentioned, Zika's paper, by the way, if he gets hit by the Xayah and the Vi. He has no armor right now.
So we'll have his teleport to kind of replace that, but I mean, you're not in position.
I think this is the best fight LNG can take, and they just give it up.
That has been
Look at the sideways as well. LNG's sideways are completely fucked. They don't take this fight.
It's 5 back-to-back objectives, 3 dragons, 2 heralds.
They just give it like that.
They don't even get a singular tower or make a play on the other side of the map, Oshin.
It's rough. It's looking rough.
OMG,
right
I just
they look lost and Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I thought this was a good one.
It's been a hell of a long time. The last time I think that OMG were
what is the horizon? Where do they win?
That was back in 2013.
If you don't plan to fight here, when do you plan to win?
A long time ago. Such an amazing.
Because look, compare the items, right? If you only isolate the items, the advantage doesn't seem that extreme, right? But the issue is now the purchases are going to come in, the 2 cores are going to come in, and this is where you're behind the curve.
They didn't just take in star value, they developed this roster and worked with it throughout the seasons to make sure they could bit by bit, little by little, get better and better, and they have done just that. They are a true
356 stacks, guys.
For the setup that the LPL and the LDL has been able to do, and yeah, you throw out the world
They
like
get the mid turret too, the Herald.
Now, Shanji has Flash and Protobelt. He does know.
We're gonna see 2 core on Xayah coming in, and then 2 core on Akali, 2 core on Vi potentially, 2 core on Cannon, and Red side will not be able to keep up. Maybe with the extra gold from this.
Going up against the
Draven's not gonna reach IE.
From the regular split, honestly making them look like they're so weak. But Shanty's so disciplined as well for this game 4, not giving LNG any opportunities to come back into the game. We see Tarzan desperately trying to make ganks happen onto this cannon, but you're playing for a Malphite.
Yeah, I
like
the tone you took right at the end there for the way you said Malphite, because that's exactly how we feel like right now. You're playing to the wrong side of the wrong side of the map. It feels like going into the cannon is even dangerous in itself.
Really good, guys.
Playing for the Malphite
15% move speed is broken, by the way.
Turns that around, gets a kill, even in a 1-for-1
15% move speed is broken.
That's still not good for
you. Know how OP it is?
Not a great place to be.
Jesus, it's broken.
The Baron live on the table.
Move speed is range, guys.
Yeah,
Malphite is not my jam. 50% is a lot.
You spoiled it for them. They knew you were talking about now.
15% is crazy.
They're going to look to try and catch out Aki,
oh yes, please.
But no one really following up on that.
Yeah. I'll not drink pre-workout today.
Trying to pray that OMG is going to walk up just a little bit too far forward. But Abel's going to
I'm good, thank you.
That Raptor camp as he knows that Zuka is missing on the map, not in the
no, I'm good, thank you very much.
Just responding to any play.
Okay.
So LNG trying to force a 5v5 here. Are they going to be able to do it? Because OMG has all their flashes and Abel having the Xayah ultimate as well.
2 ghosts from the Summoner spellbooks of Scout and Hung. So
Cannon makes Speedy Gonzalez look like a regular Gonzalez.
The extra little distance ahead, try and drop down the event horizon could be huge.
Completely average Gonzalez.
Speed with the quickness could be massive. But while this has been happening,
okay, what are we buying here? Okay, Zika's getting the little
LNG on the top side.
the dish,
all the
little
waves
fist.
Are being pushed in. It's OMG who are pushing them back constantly.
Let's see if LNG can finish items.
Saying, look, you can't leave. You can't go.
I think Xayah's close to close to item.
Your own brushes and your own camps to try and catch someone.
Very close to item.
But even then, I mean, how do you kill someone? The only person I could imagine they could maybe kill would be Abel, but if he gets his ult off before everyone can catch him, he's gonna get out just fine.
Exactly. I mean, if you take away the 2 kills that LNG has been able to pick up, this has quite literally been a perfect game so far for the side of OMG. And LNG really just praying that this Draven picks up a singular kill, because look at the bounty that is already available on the hands of Abel. This is just how much of a gold difference they've been able to generate from not fighting at all, which is very not OMG, but they're showing us that they're able to play a flexible style and that they don't really care if you don't fight them in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, completely agree. I feel like for the first 3 games, it was all about the fights. It was all about getting, inside of the 5v5s, out executing your opponent.
The Voice Wide is on stream or YouTube. It's going to be both.
This is how they kind of won games. It was slow. It was methodical. It was out kind of pacing you, just being smarter around the map. It was something they were very good at doing against some of the lower tier teams. We never really got to see it against the top tier. So now they're bringing that out.
Any guess spoilers? We are going to have Adam and Striker from BDS.
Control around this Baron as well, which means they can take this. Nobody is moving up. It's just Tarzan. They have to use the Whirling Death to check it out. So it's going to be a full flip.
They can't walk up. The Baron's already half HP. LNG, they need a flash over the wall. OMG stopped it. They're looking for the turn.
They're looking for the turn, but Cream comes out on the backside. Scout's already moved himself away. Hostile take
Here comes the carpet. All right, OMG don't have ults here, and Kennen is kind of limping in. He's kind of late. All right, good fight for LNG. Kennel's doing a lot of damage though. They use all of the tools. Vegas Turbo. Okay. Did he get stacks? Did he proc? He didn't proc, no? Draven didn't proc.
23 minutes and LP dies with
no Draven. He died.
I don't even know how many Draven stacks he had. I can't imagine it. But OMG forcing LNG to walk up into them as Cream gets such a good flank onto the enemy team, getting everything started off. Although Zuka landed his ultimate, your hands aren't reaching the backline of OMG, and that's where their damage is.
They're gonna kill him. Scout doesn't know. He gets dragged back with the handshake.
They have triple
no
smite.
One's going in. They're gonna try and move it on top of
all the smites.
Going down. Finally secured.
All right, no smites.
Straight over. Abel wants to end this game.
Cream's buying space. Just in time, ladies and gentlemen.
Right now, they take down Zika, and they will be able to
as mentioned before, I think LNG's best odds were at the third Drake. They just didn't fight there. Like, I think they didn't really have awareness of how the economy of the game would develop.
Medjai's picked up full Cream and they're working towards that Soul Dragon. At this time, I think this game is over, Oshin.
See what LNG were trying to do there with Scout teleporting in. He had the smite available to him. That's why Cream said, no, I know your game. I know your tricks. They jump straight back in on top of him. This is just such a chaotic fight because Cream just says we're going.
Yeah, Cream just goes through the event horizon and doesn't get zoned out at all, also burning the I guess stopwatch to avoid that Rakan ultimate, but this Zika did look like really good things for the side of LNG, but the exhaust also gets popped onto Shanty. No one is killing Abel. No, and they're so split from the Kennen ult.
Is my keyboard really that loud?
They just have the damage to lock down LP. This Draven was not the pick for game 4, and we're definitely seeing this.
Do you think take anything else than pre-workout? I sometimes do creatine as well.
Play. Good hostile takeover means the Tarzan can't go anywhere.
Here comes the carpet.
Now Shanji just pushing them all like sheeps to the slaughter. They'll be going to sleep very, very soon. Gray screen across the board. You would imagine coming in very soon if they look for another fight.
Look, the only hope is that they land a 5-man wombo combo from LNG. Ultimate.
I think it doesn't help that I type really fast.
No flashes available for OMG.
Like I type insanely fast. I am the quickest. I am the best typer in the world. No one can out-type me. I wake up, take a shower, I type on my keyboard.
It's so difficult to stop this. It's such a short-range comp from OMG, but when you've lost all your big engage ultimates from LNG, it's so hard to really get in on top of them, stop them from pushing in and getting them, getting every tower they possibly can. It's now a 9,000 gold lead. The Baron doing exceptionally well. They've cracked open the base. They have.
Not gonna lie, LPL has made me bankrupt.
OMG's game to lose at this stage. LNG not only just need to play exceptionally well, they need miracles. They need mistakes coming out from OMG if they want to come back.
I don't even think a single mistake is going to bring them back into the game. You have a Draven who's 0 and 2. Man is not going to get any stronger. He is a Draven and a late game.
LNG's out if they lose, yeah.
It's just never the same. So I'm just so confused on what Tarzan's plan was this game. Playing towards the Malphite, not getting too much done in that top lane. Did get one single kill onto Shanty, but that just resulted in a double kill going to Cream's hand. And Scout on this Veigar not being proactive at all with that spellbook available as well.
Yeah.
I mean, LNG, they're so boring.
Wow, tell me how you really feel. I mean, I gotta say it as well.
Loses back is only top 4 guys.
MVP for the regular split on Scout had looked exceptional all year. Really was just kind of locking up, and the lethality of this Tarzan Scout combination was exceptional. It really was the best mid-jungle duo, you would argue, in the league. But it just hasn't come together. Tarzan has been a mime in this, you know, like just completely muted, silent in this entire feels. It's come down to LP in that game number 3 to kind of drag them back, but the people you expect to stand up and be counted for, the people you expect to put out the work and put in the plays, just haven't done it for LNG. On the opposite of that, OMG have just gotten better, if anything, from their top esports series. They've looked even more cohesive. They've looked even more together. And people who we would have had a little bit of question marks about, like Abel, they have stepped up massively in this series, and it's really good to see.
Yeah, I mean, these Sadrians for the side of OMG, maybe it's morale, maybe it's them just evolving as players, but Cream looks like a different type of person compared to his regular split. I mean, he has had a lot of standout performances alongside Shanzi, but this series in particular, he is space gliding on the enemy team. LNG, I mean, Home and Scout did try to make things happen, but Cream not giving a single angle over for LNG to come back.
We have lasagnas now for Cream. Stopwatch for Aki. Stopwatch available for Scout, and plenty of summoners across the board. We're only missing the flash off of Tarzan, which should be up for this Baron spawns in a minute 20. So this could be your final chance, LNG, to bring this game back to some kind of parity. It won't bring
this
you
is a fucking crypto Draven, guys.
Will help. You can see just kind of moving forward. Cream, they know how powerful he can be.
All right.
There's gonna be, LP's dead. I'm not even
it's
quite
fucked.
Sure how that happened.
It's GG, guys. This fight is completely winning, by the way.
Or not to Aki and the Cream, but the Akali just ends up living. And now you've got Tarzan caught out. He's trying to use the Cyclone to keep himself away. You're on the wrong side of the map.
Look at Abel
with the massive slicing Maelstrom, and you're done. You're buried. You're over. And there's you can do, Scout. You're gonna try your absolute best, but there's just too much damage. There's nothing to be done, and OMG will be going to top 4 double elimination.
And that was a 4v5. Abel was ending the game on Zaya. OMG truly deserving to make it this far in the playoffs. They're up against EDG next. I mean, they are up for a challenge, but I think
what a fucking banger.
Going to be the miracle run for this team.
What a fucking banger, guys.
Massive run there by OMG. They take down top esports, then they take down LNG, and they've secured themselves double elimination. That's the key thing. They
actually played so fucking good, by the way. They played so well.
Shot. That's what matters. And this team coming together, these players looking so good with each other, and just the energy from them there. Look at them all. They're just so happy.
All OMG fans are so extremely happy because those wins were truly deserving for these players. They were not scrappy, and they really did just make LNG Scout look like he wasn't the most valuable player of regular split. I mean, man walked onto today's stage accepting an award for getting the most MVPs for that regular split, but the synergy from OMG really just towered that.
That is a huge win there for OMG. And look, obviously we have massive congratulations to OMG.
Crazy
but
boys.
For LNG, it just didn't happen. And it does feel like this is the story of this organization. They come into the regular split. They look decent. It
OMG about to win everything, by the way.
To say, and then when push comes to shove, it just doesn't come together. It really feels like they're always just one step behind, because even if they win today and then they lose to EDG, that's fine. You get a second chance, you go to double limb, something can happen. But
in the LPL, they're top 4 in the LPL, chat. They made it. God, this team is so fucking fun. We invested so early, bro.
That's fine. You get a second chance, you go to double limb, something can happen. But
God damn, we invested so early, guys. All of us in this chat, we invested so early in OMG. We invested when OMG was out of shape.
LNG is out.
Hygiene problem, acne all over their faces. We invested when OMG was at their lowest. And now we get to appreciate OMG at their best, bro. Top 4. Top 4 in the fucking LPL.
Regular split, but Scout was also just a fire strike, and I really wanted to see him succeed, but I do think
I'm happy for you, Dom.
Spring playoffs, hell yeah. Spring playoffs, OMG. Fucking hashtag rip bozo.
They're going to be winning finals, you know, because everyone else is international.
Dude, if they go to MSI, bro, please OMG at MSI.
Hey, boys.
Nah, I won't be able to contain the hype if OMG.
Guys, who wants to buy these? I have OMG Cream. Limited edition. OMG Cream, OMG Aki. Who wants to buy? Who wants to buy, guys? This is OMG Cream. Who wants to buy, guys? Limited edition. Look, mint condition. That is crazy. That's crazy, guys. Lovely. Why is LNG not starting the same round as EDG? Because they were third seed. EDG was first, and then JDG was second. Right, ladies and gentlemen. That is so cool, man. That is really cool. JDG was first, EDG second? Okay, I got it wrong. Are you sure? If it's your first time chat, I'm gonna trust you. Do you believe in JDG and EDG, Amaro? Bro, I don't know what to believe anymore, man. Oh, JDG was first. Okay, they had better win ratio. Okay. I thought JDG was first. I still believe in JDG. Yeah. Damn. Can I go to MSI? Or will you knock them out too? What does that mean? Heroes of the Storm. Someone's streaming Heroes of the Storm, guys. Bro, there's so many old school French people that have so successful streams. It's kind of cool to see. You mean leave? Light is out already. Light is already dead. I'll be right back, guys. I'll go bathroom. In preparation for the pod.